Hello and welcome to another episode of Ivan's #1 Garage. And today we're looking at the Porsche Cayman 987. This particular model is 2008. The car is a 2.7 Tiptronic. It goes really well. Ideally, I'd probably prefer a manual, but to be honest, I've kind of got to like the Tiptronic. It kind of works like a manual that you can't just call for the gears straight away. You have to kind of wait a little bit, but it's quite good. You can rev match on the downshifts. You just need to blip it. It's really good. Now, for a sports car, it's fairly practical. There's a decent boot in the back. The engine sits under here. It's relatively easy to get at it if you wanted. Some people take it off and put a clear cover or whatever, but I have tried it actually without the sound deadening, and it sounds better, but it can be a bit irritating after a while, especially if you're just doing more kind of commuting. If you were on a twisty road or something and hearing the engine, it probably might be beneficial, but I don't really see the point of it. There's a little reservoir here for just your fluids. Now the front is quite a usable space actually. So the batteries in there and stuff like that. And there's a kind of the toolkit in there. That's a triangle. There is no spare wheel in this car. It's just there's a compressor and you can put in the tire sealant. This is just your windscreen wash reservoir. This car's got the Cayman S wheels on it. They're 235/40s or 18s. As you can see, the caliper there it should be black, but to be honest, I don't mind the silver. I don't see shining it all up. It's at the end of the day, it's just a brake caliper. These are actually, even though they're Porsche, they're actually Brembo brakes, I believe. They're labelled Porsche, but so that's the front. And the rear is a 265/40 or 18. They're quite a nice wheel. They're relatively easy to clean, especially in the inner part of you can get to clean it quite easy. So we'll have a look at the inside now. So the inside of the Cayman, apologies for the steering wheel being not straight. So this is relatively low mileage. It's about 67,000 miles. So it's just got a CD player, and this is an old type sat nav, which is fairly antiquated now, but the seats are nice. They're fairly comfortable. You don't slide around too much inside them. But yeah, they're quite good. And there's good visibility out the back as well. It's And what's nice is the cabin is sporty, but you know, kind of compact as well. You can, yeah, you know, it's like kind of the old style Porsche that the windows were close to you. So I'll give it a start up now. Sounds quite nice on startup. There's a bit of a burble and it's quite good. So the clocks are fairly clear. To be honest, I hardly ever use the speedo on the left over here. I usually just use the miles per hour because we're in the UK, so it's miles per hour and the revs. And what's also good about this car is that if you drive, you know, below 4,000 revs, it's fairly relaxed. But if you rev it up to, you know, 4 and beyond, it really sounds good with the flat 6, because this is the old normally aspirated flat 6 engine with about 245, I believe, brake horsepower. It is quick. It's not, I mean, it's not crazily quick like today is. I mean, you get electric cars today that'll put shame to a lot of sports cars. So it's not really all about the 0 to 60 time. It's about getting there, really, to be honest.
So it sounds relatively nice, actually. So this is the Cayman S exhaust that's on it. So it's quite nice.
And what's surprising about the Cayman is that it's low. I mean, this is a Volvo C70, which is not a sports car, obviously, but you know, it's significantly lower than, let's say, it's an Octavia Estate, but it's low, but it's quite wide for a smaller sports car. So, and the shape is, I mean, I like the shape. I like it. It's you know, the wings are really reminiscent of the old style, kind of, probably like the 993 actually, not really like the 964 before, but yeah, it's got a nice shape and goes well. So yeah, that is the just a quick walk around of the Cayman 987. I mean, there's lots of reviews on YouTube and all that about, you know, but yeah, it's nice, relatively, you know, easy to live with, economy and stuff. Probably the Tiptronic, you'd buy them cheaper than the manual, but if anybody was looking at Caymans, I wouldn't discredit the Tiptronic, I have to be honest. It's, if anything, it's quite relaxing. I mean, if you have a nice alpine road or something, I mean, yeah, the manual would be nicer, but it's nice, sweeping bends, and as I said, you can rev match if you're with the little gear selectors on the steering wheel. So that's about it. So thanks for watching, and give a like, subscribe, and hit the notification button. So we'll see you very soon. Take care. Bye.